Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. It is Monday. It's 3:17 p.m. and the market closes in about 45 minutes. The stock market today was impressive, to say the least. The market dipped. The dip got bought up. And now we are in a whole new trading channel. We broke through the top end of the channel, and I'll show you guys here in a second with my charts, but we broke through. And we broke through on some nice buying volume. So I'm going to show you all the key levels. So every morning in our Discord group, on Twitter, I post all these key levels where there's buyers, where there's sellers, where you're going to notice some, a lot of business being taken place at these key areas. So when price is approaching a buy zone, that's when you should be getting long either the index, the SPY, taking call options, getting into your stocks and taking those positions long, because you always want to be trading when you have the market behind your back, just pushing you along, and buying stocks long at these key levels is such a great way to trade. It is my edge, and maybe my edge and my levels on the charts can give you guys an edge up against the stock market. Because let's face it, anybody that has day traded knows that this is a very difficult business. It's very hard to be consistently profitable. So with this, at least, can help out, give you guys a little bit more of an edge, or maybe help your own edge along. So here we go. Going to share the SPY with you guys, and this is today's trading day. So right here, this is the 5-minute chart. I just did this to condense it a little bit, but I am going to pull up a bigger chart so that you can all see where these lines come from. But just for this, what we're looking at right here, at 9:30 in the morning, we sold off. We bounced, came back down to this level. So this was the 443 level. This is a level that I have found in the past has acted as support, where there's been a lot of buyers. So price has broken through, retested, and actually noticed at this area a lot more buyers congregate here. Either the computer algorithms, as you can see, and I'm just going to make this the 1-minute chart so that you can see where the day turned around with the volume. Right here, this is clear as day. This volume bar on the 1 minute, as the price was coming down to this buy zone, well, you have that on your chart, you have these levels. That right there is all you need to know for the move that we saw for the rest of the day. Right here is where the computer algorithms are buying up all the stocks that make up the S&P 500. The SPY is just an ETF that follows the S&P 500. So at this buy zone, that is where all the underlying stocks for the S&P 500 were seeing a lot of buying. So this area, anytime you're around a buyer's area, can be a good time to go long on stocks that represent this ETF. So we saw here and we saw here massive buying come in, huge volume. So, and then right here, after we went down and formed a double bottom, this huge push up gave us our first higher high. Extremely, extremely important. This right here is also something else that can tell you the story. These charts are here to show us a story and let us know exactly what the market is about to provide us with. And that is this move right here. So these key levels, how do I get them? Well, let's look back at the 20-day. I'm just going to take off my trades because I do trade this quite a bit. Pull this back, take that off. All right, so right here are the key levels. Going back the last 2 weeks of trading, the 443 level was massive. We saw it as resistance, resistance, resistance. 3 days in a row. It finally broke it, and then it was support, support. And then we came up and had the support again of the 443 level. This is today's trading day. If you have these levels beforehand, it could really help out your trading. Now, I'm not going to say that these levels always work out to the penny. They're not supposed to. These levels are supposed to be areas. You know, give it about 50 cents, maybe 25 cents one way, 25 cents the other way. Those are little blocks of where there was a lot of either resistance or support held at that area. It's a good area for a lot of low risk trades, either long or short. If it breaks that level, you could always cut your trade. But the key is to get in as close to those levels as possible so that you have a low risk entry. So as you can see, I obviously made, a small profit on the SPY today. Going into my trading day. Now, this is where, to be totally honest, this was not my best day trading, okay? I had a massive loss. Well, massive for my risk tolerance on Palantir. So PLTR just did not do well trading this stock at all today. I had a big loss on it. I'll actually pull it up here. But I think what I'm trying to get through in all these trade recaps is, and this is my P&L on the day. So I actually turned profitable for the day. This was a red day for me. It was up to my max loss. I was 60 cents off of my max loss. So I think 74.40 was what I was down at one point, and I had one more trade left. And that's when I noticed the SPY was hitting my levels. So I started trading the index. And I'm going to go over my Palantir trade in a second because that was the big loss. But once I started trading the overall market, and that's what I think I'm trying to get through to a lot of people, is try to focus on one thing. You can tell I did not do a good job focusing on one edge today. I traded momentum stocks. I traded futures. I traded ETFs. I traded, meme stocks. I was all over the place. Not good for your mental capital. Way too much mental capital spent. But once I noticed the overall trend of the market, that is where the day went from my max loss to actually turning a tiny profit for the day. Now, what I also traded, which is what gave me basically the tiny profit on the day, was I traded the E-mini S&P futures. And That gave me $75 in profit. And I'm just going to pull this away. Hang on one second. I have to put my right indicators on the chart that I'm looking at. And then we're going to just get in here and we're going to show trades. So it was grinding up. This was a grinding higher type of day. My first trade on this was right here for $50 or $37.50, something like that, because I noticed that it was a lot of previous resistance. It was a downward trend. So I got short, but I took my profit really quick. Shorting this market is so scary. I don't know how many of you are taking puts or actually shorting this market, but it's just way too bullish to be shorting. So once this trend line broke, and once we were in no longer a downward descending type of pattern, we just went straight up to the moon once we broke this area. And right around here is where I just did a little bit of scalping, nothing crazy, but it still got me, $75 of profit. So the 75, and then I made a couple of bucks on, trading DPW, a momentum stock this morning, but my loss. Now, this was the most frustrating thing that I have traded in quite a while. And look at this now, just stepping its way up, higher highs, higher lows. The pattern looks beautiful now. Well, what did I try to do? I tried to buy in way too early. I tried to buy the dip when the dip got bought up on Friday. And you can see here, I use patterns a lot. I use previous days a lot to find out about what might, come today. I do this a lot where I look back at previous days to see if patterns will repeat. Well, what I noticed on Friday was it hit its low at around 9:40 in the morning. So I was thinking the same thing. We had dropped from 24.90s all the way to where I entered, almost 40 cents under that. So at the time, I thought I was getting a great deal. The stock was down like 2%. I thought it was about to bounce like it did the day before. Well, what did it do? It sold off with the rest of the market. So that was my mistake. I did not wait until it hit where our support was on the SPY. Once again, you should be waiting for the overall market to bounce. Even with stocks like this that are supposed to be meme stocks that trade on their own, they also follow the market a little bit, at least. This today followed the market a lot. And, I just got eaten up by it. I traded it terribly. So that was, my loss of $111. The fact that I was even able, to turn a profit today was just thankful to the overall market and finding the pattern and trading that pattern. But, I would not say today was a good trading day for me. But, getting into the green feels like a big win because I was just at my max loss and then I'm in the green. So it does feel like a win. And I think experience is probably what got me to the profit today. But not a very good day trading. I'm not too happy about this, even though it feels good. I'm not overall happy with how I traded, especially Palantir, but it is what it is. And, that's basically it. We are hitting, new all-time highs in the stock market. The market is incredibly bullish. I hope that you guys are really having fun with this market because it is so strong. I have not seen a market like this that just continues to go up over and over again. It's actually really impressive. But, we are due for at least a small little pullback, 4%, 5%. So always just keep that in the back of your mind that it can happen until things change and until the dips don't get bought up at around that 10 or 11 a.m. area. There's no reason why you guys should be doing anything besides, following the pattern that we have seen so far. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up, and thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys.